Examples of best campaigns. In this video, we'll present some of the most common examples of very good campaigns to utilize for automation processes. We'll be creating these campaigns through automation rules. So we'll have to go to automation processes, and then to automation rule creator. We'll start by creating an automation for a sample funnel. Each funnel stage will require at least one automation rule. We'll start by adding the action for the funnel. To add a contact to the stage in that funnel, we'll set the event of when the contact should be added to that specific stage of the funnel. In our example sales funnel, we'll start with the new contact stage. In this stage of the funnel, we will be adding all new contacts. The following stages of the funnel are when an offer is sent, or the contact is interested or not. The final stage, when we have confirmed that the user wants to sign an agreement, and when an agreement is signed. We want to make sure that the user does not move backwards in the funnel. For example, if a contact goes through actions that would put them in the interested stage again, we do not want to move them backwards from the final stage or agreement signed. It is therefore a good practice to make sure that we add the conditions that we only want to move the contact to the stage of the funnel if the contact is not on one of the further stages of it. In this example, we only want to move the contact to the first stage of the funnel if they are not on the second stage, the third stage, and so on. Likewise, if we're setting up, let's say, for the third stage, which will be interested, we want to get rid of the conditions for the previous offers. After all, if the contact is on the new contact stage and they have performed the actions required to be put in the interested stage, we want to move them to the interested stage. Likewise from the offer sent. So in that case, we want to get rid of the first two conditions. Another common rule is to segment the contact based on whether or not they have clicked a link in an email we have sent to them. The event that will trigger the process is the event contact clicked on a link in the email. In this event, we can specify which link in which email the user has clicked. If we want to trigger the event for any link, we can use the 2 star symbols. We can make this rule more complex, and if the contact has already clicked on a link once, instead add to the scoring of that tag. For that, we will need the condition contact is tagged with. So, if a contact has clicked on a link in an email, we then check if the contact already has the tag. If they do not, we'll assign it for the first time. If, however, the contact has already received that tag, we want to add to its scoring. By adding 1 point to the tag every time the contact clicks on an email, it effectively gives us the count that we can then respond to by using the event tag scoring is greater than or equal to, or if we use the contact scoring, we can use the contact scoring reached or exceeded. Another common strategy is to send a dynamic email if a contact visits a specific URL. For that, we'll need the event contact visited URL, specify the URL we want to visit, in this case, the pricing page. We want to give a bit of a time delay, let's say 1 day. And then check if a contact has made a purchase. If the contact has not made a purchase, we'd like to try to send a dynamic email to them. We can determine which dynamic email we'll be using, which data source the recommendations for the products will come from, and what scenario we want to use, meaning which products will be pulled in to the dynamic product recommendation frame. We also want to be mindful of the general settings for the rule. If you want this user to receive more than one email, we need to change the number of rules run per one contact to the desired number. And if you don't want this email to be sent too frequently, we can change how often the rule can activate. If, for example, a contact will activate the rule via the event on Monday, and we have selected the 7 days delay option, even if the contact fulfills the requirement of visiting the website again, the rule will not activate. The rule will start being active again after 7 days, meaning it will be active on the next Monday. For more information, you can visit our help page at support.salesmanago.com.